What's up, guys? Piper here, bringing to be doing some Temple of Kot Magoo action, or Kotty Magoo as I would like to call it. In this video today, I will be doing some crazy PvP. I just realized my burn cake is really small, or is it just because my Torn's big? I've been playing my Blood Elf, trying to get him gear. I have the exact same pet on my Blood Elf, and the pet looks huge next to my Blood Elf. And I was like, why is this? Oh, Pypo. Oh dear Lord, Pypo. Oh, this pop CDs on that guy, and he went down like a sack of shit, and he did have Berserker, though. But what I wanted to talk about in this video today was, if you could actually put in any race to the game, what would it be? Mainly because, like, Alpha is happening, and Warlords is happening, and all that kind of stuff. And, obviously, all they're doing, really, well, I shouldn't say all they're doing. The main thing they're doing in this X-Pack, oh, Pipe just got destroyed. What they're doing in the X-Pack is they're making updated character models. That's not all they're doing, but that's, like, the new addition plus garrisons, plus like they're doing a lot of stuff. But basically, what I'm trying to say is they're not adding a race or a class to the game, which is usually what they do with every expansion. They add a race or they add a class. So I thought if you guys could add a race to this expansion, which race would it be? And then I started trying to think about it, and I said, how many races are left? Like, how many races that could actually be playable things are left? Like, you have, probably Naga. Like, Naga could be one. I'd like to play Naga, but I just don't understand how, like, slithering around and stuff. I don't know if it'd be like legit. I don't know, like they wouldn't be able to be paladins, obviously. They could be like hunters, maybe. Like Lady Vosh is a hunter, yeah. Like you'd be a hunter, you'd be that kind of thing. It'd be pretty cool to be a Naga, but I don't know if I'd want to play one. If I could play anything, I mean, let's just get through them all. So you got like Naga, you got do Murlocs count? Do you think if like Murlocs could ever be a playable race? I don't think so. I think they're too stupid. Like there has to be some like level of intelligence. Like I can't just say like gnolls. Like I want to play Hogger in an expansion. Like I don't think that's a thing that'll ever happen. Just because it's such a non-race. You know what I mean? It's just in the game to be in the game. They're made for killing. You know what I mean? They're not made to ever be playable. I don't think anyway. So yeah, now you got Murlocs. You got the gnolls that'll never be playable. I'm gonna get destroyed here. I jump in the middle and there's just no one else here with Pypo. It's just Pypo jumping in mid. I make the mistake of assuming my team knows how to play and then jumping in mid. I really need to start finding people to play with. The problem is I find people, I get them in the guild, and then I'll ask, and then no one's keen to do BGs. It's annoying. Especially since I often empty my friends list and then like re-put people in. What is with this, by the way? Look at this shit. I hate the new fucking Blizzard chat. Anyway, so like they put in like I delete people and then add new people, so I definitely have new people who play all the time. And then still, when I say, "Hey guys, it's BG," I get like one response maybe. It's like, ugh, this is just. I just want people to BG with, man, cause fucking I got nothing. I got nothing. But I don't want to give out my B tag on videos because once I put out my B tag, it's just like an influx of spam invites, which is awful to deal with. Absolutely awful to deal with. This guy just shadow sets me like a boss. That's gonna hurt. Put down a body shot, get stunned again. Unfortunately for him, I am a Mr. Hunter here, which means I do have a disarm if need be. In fact, I will disarm him right there because he disarmed me. And we're gonna run away slowly. Pop a Master's Call when we're a bit further away. Make sure we cannot get within range. Somehow he's getting heals there. How the fuck did that just happen? Did a priest get him somehow? I don't even know how that happened. Where's an orb? We have to start working our way towards an orb. Bit of a glaive saw should finish him off. Gonna pick up the berserking as well. This for a kill shot at crit, hopefully. Kill shot, no kill shot crit, whatever. We need this over here. So you got Nagas, you got I don't know about not like Nagas either. What else is there? Ogres? I think ogres, honestly, if I could play anything, I think I would play an ogre. Like, ogres are fucking legit. Ogres are fucking legit. Especially if you guys haven't seen, they actually have updated the new ogre model for warlords. I'm guessing because ogres is going to be around a lot in warlords. I mean, the whole like Draenor is just fucking full of ogres. Like that's what there is. There's just ogres everywhere. It's like ogres and orcs. Like that's pretty much all there fucking was in Draenei. So you're gonna have a lot of ogres. Or the optimum thing I would ever play if I could possibly play it, if they released it. Like this is one of my favorite classes, my favorite Warcraft 3 characters is I think it's Mok'Nathal is how you pronounce it. It's basically an ogre cross orc, which is basically was around a lot back when it was kind of like Draenor and that, and then they were kind of still around when it was like early on in Azeroth, but they slowly died off. And the last one is the Hunter that patrols between. Actually, does he still patrol? I can't remember the hunter's name, but there's a hunter who's a Mok'Nathal, and he's the last of the Mok'Nathal, and you have a playable campaign on him in Well, that's really pissed me off that I can't remember her name. But you have a playable campaign on it that you play in Warcraft 3, and it's one of the funnest. Like it was one of those. It was like an open world campaign, and I really, 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 really liked it. It was so enjoyable. It was so enjoyable. I love that campaign, and I remember his pet's name's Misha, but I can't remember his name. It's Misha. I am. Oh God, what is his fucking? This is gonna kill me now because I can't remember his fucking name. What is his name? Fuck. How can I know that his pet's name is Misha, but not know the fucking Maknathal's name? Good, and I can remember his fucking race name, but not his name. Good lord, this it's gone. I'm gonna stop trying to remember it because I'm not gonna do it. It's just gone forever. But if I could play a Machnathal, that is guaranteed what I would play. The problem is that because it is like a killed off class, I doubt that it's ever gonna happen. Like you're gonna have to like repopulate the earth before they fucking become a playable class. But that's just the way it works, unfortunately. If there's anything that's more likely to come out, I think it's definitely something like Naga. We could have like the bird. What are the bird people called? What are those bird people called from like around Shat and stuff like that? I forget what they're called, but those ones also probably could be a playable race. It's just that I don't know what any of these races would like be. Like, what the fuck would Naga be? Would it be Horde or Alliance? Like, I know Naga are like de-evolved forms of Night Elves, so maybe they would go Alliance. But the thing is, there's like a shitload of bad blood between like Nagas and Alliance. So why the fuck would they want to go Alliance? You know what I mean? Like that's weird. So I don't think they would go Alliance. They might not actually go Horde just to be away from the Alliance. It's kind of what the Undead did. The Undead just went with the Horde because they're like, fuck it. If we have to kill Alliance, we have to kill humans. Let's fucking do it. Like that's pretty much what Sylvanas did. Which is legit. I love Sylvanas' storyline. I wish they did more with Sylvanas. Sylvanas is like one of my favorite characters, like in video games. My favorite character in all of World of Warcraft lore is Arthas. Minus like Arthas. Arthas became a bit of a bitch towards the end there. He was always cool, but Arthas was the coolest in Warcraft lore. Early Lich King. Still my favorite cinematic to this day is the Arthas cinematic where he summons the big skeletal dragon and stuff like that. And it's badass. It's like the sickest thing you've ever seen. But I remember watching that for the first time and it gave me chills just because I was so into Arthas and I was like, oh my god, Arthas, you're a badass. It's amazing. And I fucking love that character. I really love the idea and like the thought process of like he was such a good like Arthas the Paladin was so good, like fucking tutored by fucking or apprenticed by Uther the fucking Lightbringer, where the fuck his name is, and he just goes and he gets so caught up in like trying to be good and trying to do the right thing that he goes so far the other way that it's like unreturnable. Plus the whole like Lich King and fucking the Burning Legion. Like, just that, if you haven't read that story arc of like Arthas and how it involves the Burning Legion and how it's all intertwined, you really need to go find that and read it. It's probably on the World of Warcraft website. Not too sure where, but I think it's definitely up there. It's such a good storyline. Or go play Warcraft 3 and Warcraft Frozen Throne. If you have not played those games, you are missing out on a good chunk of lore and a good chunk of fun, I should say. Like that's some legit shit. These games are pretty fucking amazing. I wish I could play them on my current PC. I haven't tried it on the new PC, but I tried to play them on my old PC, and my DirectX version was like too current. Like my DirectX version was like DirectX 11 or some shit, and it requires like DirectX 6 or some fucking shit, and it wouldn't let me play because my versions were too far advanced. It was weird, and it made me sad because I really wanted to play it. Finally shot on that warrior, so I hopefully don't die. I'm dead anyway. That's a dead Pypo. That is a dead Pypo getting destroyed in this BG here. I'm still topping, but I'm not going to top damage, am I? Nope. I'm not alive long enough to top damage. If you want to top damage in Cop Magoo, don't pick up orbs. Don't pick up orbs. Unless you have a really good... you can top damage easily with an orb if you have good like healers. You really need a Disc Priest, because the bubbles, I don't think, get affected by like the diminishing returns the orb gives you. Like, all that gets affected is like the actual heals received. So you really need to... get a Disc Priest in there who can bubble himself, because those bubbles are still going to do just as much work. Silence on you, Mr. Healer. That's going to finish you off. I love silencing. It's so good. It's so good. How could you play anything else? I've seen a few BM hunters recently. Like, what the fuck's going on with... like, they've just been cropping up. Like, left and right. Bonnie shot. Is he too far? No, he's not. Bonnie shot, buddy. Bonnie shot, buddy. That sucks for you. That does suck for you, because I'm going to get that orb. That Bonnie shot should have actually stunned him there. I get confused sometimes as to, like, he was in a Bonnie shot and not stunned yet, and then he ran away, and in stealth, and it looked like it just didn't affect him for some reason. Like, why did that not affect him? It should still stun him even if he's in stealth. I don't know. I'm not too sure how that works. Dude jumps onto the thing. You're gonna do a lot of damage. You're also gonna. I don't know if I recommend that. Blade storms. It's kind of stupid in my opinion to jump on those two things at the same time, like an orb and the thing, just because you take so much more damage. Like he fucked me up, but I shot him like twice and he died. It's kind of weird. And we are winning here in the cup. Anyway, I've had a topic that I went off track. So I was talking about lore and Arthas and shit. I would play Mok'Nathal, but I don't think that'll ever happen, which it saddens me because I really wish it did. Especially like with this Warlords thing, I wish like you went back in time and then there were a shitload of Mok'Nathal in Warlords of Draenor. Like there's just people who like orcs who have like mated with ogres and stuff because back then this is when it actually like happened and this is when it could happen. And when it was like almost like a frequent thing, and there were Mok'Nathal, like there's actually Mok'Nathal community. So I was hoping that they would make a new race, and the race would actually start through the portal. You know what I mean? Like through, and I'm not gonna get into the semantics of the fucking time portal because it's crazy. But I was hoping they'd start through the portal, and then once they started through the portal, you started as a level 1, you do like the beginning quest zone, and then say you meet like some fucking guy from outside the portal. And then you get ported out, and you quest, and then eventually go back through the portal to help with the current like war efforts or whatever. Like that to me, that sounded like an awesome opportunity, and a missed opportunity by the sounds of it. They still could do something like that, but I just really wanted like that Mok'Nathal fucking race, man. I would play. That's all I would play. That's all I would. They're awesome. If you haven't seen like, it's hard to explain what they look like, but it's an ogre cross orc. So it's like this big like just muscular orc dude, but he's an ogre, and it's awesome. It's awesome. Anyway, guys, if you could play any race, what would it be? If you could make any race in the game, like say Warlords coming out tomorrow, what race would you have come out with it that you could play? Have a good day, have a good year, guys. I'll see you next video. See you guys.
Pypo, don't do it! Come to your senses, Pypo now! Ah! Blade storm!